Welcome back to HSA Pilates. Today is a low ab routine, which means we will be doing no crunching, but we will be working on the lower ab and hip flexor area to help strengthen us for more advanced movements. We'll be doing the warm-up, workout, and stretching at the end. So let's get right into it. We'll start by lying down. Legs are hip distance against the wall. Hips are underneath the knees. We're gonna do single leg for all of our warm-up exercises. Let's start with lowering and lift. So we're gonna lift up so that the foot is above the hip and then lower back down. We'll do 20 seconds on each side. Let's begin. So lift and lower. We're keeping close to the wall first, and then in the workout, we're gonna add double legs and move further away from the wall. Switch legs. Start with that leg pointed up, lift and lower. Bring that foot down. Now we'll do bend and stretch. Start with the leg bent. Point it up towards the wall. Bring it back. Keep going. Put that foot down. Other foot is pointed. Bend, stretch and tap the wall. Bend the foot down. Let's scissor the legs. Bring both legs up towards the ceiling. One leg comes down, one leg reaches a little further away, closer towards you, away from the wall, and switch. Each time we tap the wall. Let's begin. Bring your feet down, bend the knees. Point the other leg back up towards the wall. We're gonna go tabletop, so bend the leg, point up towards the ceiling, lower down. Let's begin. So tabletop up and lower. Bend that leg, switch sides. Bend your leg, bring it back down. Bring the other leg up, straight up towards the ceiling. We're gonna open out to the side and bring it back up. Little wipers. Let's begin. So open, bring it back. The further away that you bring it, the more difficult it's going to be for your obliques. But you just wanna make sure everything is staying down on the mat. You don't wanna lift up on that opposite side. So make it smaller if you need to. Switch legs. Point the other leg up towards the ceiling. Leg goes away. Bring it back to center. Bring that leg back down. Let's move on to our workout. So let's scoot further away. We're gonna start with lowering and lifting. Both legs together. We're gonna lift up and lower down. Let's begin. So as always, it's up to you what feels good with your low back here. You can try to press it into the mat, that's called imprint, or you can try to keep that small space between your low back and mat if that feels okay for you. Good, bring the legs down to rest. Then we'll do bend and stretch. Legs come back up. Both legs bend in, tabletop, point back, tapping the wall. Let's begin. Tabletop and tap. Bring the legs down to rest. Now we're gonna turn the feet out. So we're gonna lower and lift again, but this time the heels are gonna be together. I'm gonna scoot further away so it's a little bit more challenging for me here. Heels are together, they look like a V. Lift up, lower down. Let's begin. Bring the legs down. Then we're gonna bend and stretch in that V position. Bring the feet towards the wall. Heels together, toes are apart. Bend, flex your feet. Point as you reach towards the wall. Let's begin. So flex and try to reach that wall. Bring the feet down. Next, we'll do a hip lift. Bring the feet up against the wall. They're parallel, so they're right next to each other. You can see the top of your feet. We're going to bring the legs up. Those legs keep going back as we try to lift the tailbone off and come back down. Let's begin. The legs come towards us, keep going, lift that tailbone, lower down. It's okay if your hands have to help you a little bit here. You might not be able to get off the mat at all, but I still want you to try. Still try to recruit those muscles. You'll get there. Great, bring the legs down. We'll do a double leg version of one of our warm-up exercises. Bring your legs up against the wall. Tabletop up and lower. Let's begin. Tabletop, knees come over the hips, extend up towards the ceiling, lower down. Last one. Legs come down. Next, we'll do a flutter kick. You can always just watch me if you want to rest while I'm demonstrating. So we're going to bring the legs right next to each other, doing small little kicks above the hips, and then come back down. If you feel like you're not moving much, I feel like I need more to go. Let's go further away. Let's begin. So small little movements, and then lower down. If this bothers your low back, you can try imprinting, so bringing that low back pressed against the mat. I can't talk and do this at the same time. Or scoot closer so that it's a shorter amount of movement and range here. Bring the legs down. Next, we're gonna do another hip lift, but the legs are going to be turned out. So we're crossed at the ankles. Start with the legs against the wall. We're gonna lift up and then try to lift that tailbone off and lower down. Let's begin. Bring the feet down. Next, we'll do scissors. Bring both feet up against the wall. And then we're gonna switch legs. So one leg comes towards you, and then we switch, switch, switch. Try to go a little quick here. Let's begin. Bring the legs down. You'll definitely be feeling it in the hip flexors, right? Where your leg attaches here. So that's fine, that's good. That's really what we're trying to strengthen, especially for our more advanced movements. All right, last one, let's do a figure 8. Start with your legs up, make an 8. So we're going to go down, around, touch the wall, brushing it with your feet, and then coming up and back around. We'll switch halfway through in reverse. Let's begin. You want more challenge here? Go further away, scoot yourself further away from the wall. Switch, start to go the other way. Slow it down if you need to. Great, okay. Bring the knees in. Rock side to side. And let's sit up and stretch. You're gonna stretch the hip flexors first. So bring one leg in front, the other one is back. And then you can have your knee down or you can keep it up. I feel like it's a little more relaxing to keep it down, so that's what I'm gonna do here. We'll hold. Bring the other leg back. Other one comes front. We'll hold here. Let's sit back and do a butterfly stretch. Feet come together, knees are open wide. And we'll flex forward. Bring the legs in front, reach forward and hold. And come on up. All right, you're all set. Great job today, and I'll see you next time.